Hey there! Today we're going to learn how to create factor variables out of continuous variables in R. There's a couple of reasons we might do that. In order to get going though, let's go ahead and load the iris dataset, which is what I'm going to be using to illustrate this procedure. And let's go ahead and look at something like petal width. As you can see right now, it's a continuous variable. It runs from about 0.1 all the way up to 2.5. Let's say that we want to transform that though. Let's say that we no longer want this to be a continuous variable, but we want to change it into a factor variable using something like small, medium, and big. Why would we do that? Well, sometimes you might want to run an ANOVA or a statistical procedure that will require factor variables as an independent variable. That's one possible motivation for doing that. Now, in order to get going, if you can see the code that I'm typing here, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take in the iris data set, which is pre-built into R, and we're just going to save it into our own local data set here. We're going to call it flowers. It's the same data. It's just we've brought it in to our workspace to sort of work with. I'm going to leave this code up here for a second so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Right here before the $ is the name of the data frame, which you just saw we're calling flowers. And here I'm creating a new variable. I'm calling it petal levels. And I'm using the cut command here. And if I scroll up here, I'm appealing to this existing variable here of petal width, as you can see, which is the continuous variable. And here I've just sort of specified breaks, right? So here, there are 3 breaks actually, from 0 to 1, then from 1 to 1.75, and then from 1.75 to 2.5. And I've decided to go ahead and call these small, medium, and big. So everything from 0 to 1 is small, then from 1 to 1.75 is medium, and from 1.75 to 2.5 is big. Just going to push enter, and then when we type in flowers again, we're going to see that there's a new variable attached here on the right-hand side, and suddenly we have a factor variable, where before we just had the continuous variable for petal width. So now, should you choose to do so, you could carry out an ANOVA or a statistical procedure that requires that factor variable as an independent variable if you like.